Hi guys, I'm Daddy Freeze, convener of the Free the Sheeple movement and leader of the Free Nation in Christ. I greet you and I bring glad tidings. How are you doing? So the story we have now in front of us is Ghanaian rapper Shatta Wale's mom said he abandoned her and hasn't been taking care of her or hasn't seen her for 10 years. And this is my take. I hate generalizations and assumptions. She is your mother, you have to take care of her. I don't like to hear it. As a mother, did she do the responsibility she was supposed to do for him to the best of her ability? Honor your father and mother. Yes, it's in the Bible. They say, so your days may be long. Yes, it's in the Bible. But do you know there are people who are traumatized today because of the upbringing their parents gave them? And their parents have never, in their actions or words, apologized. As you see me so, I was born in a more or less a castle in Romania. And I lived for 3 years pampered. As a baby, when I was constipated and I couldn't use the bathroom, my great-grandmother, my great-great-grandmother, who both witnessed my birth and were alive, I remember them very clearly, would cry because I couldn't use the bathroom. That's how pampered I was. I was the apple of their eye. I came to Nigeria. It was rude awakening. Unlike my mother's family, my mother's mother's mother, not my mother's mother, oh, my mother's mother's mother. I've never seen my mother give her money before. She was an accountant. She cried in her own house. She was paying her rent till she cried. I came to Nigeria, it was a totally different thing. My dad's family, he was the only one that was educated among all his family. So all of them wanted a piece of whatever he had or didn't have. And we, his kids, looked like the obstacles preventing them from getting what they wanted. So I went from a kid pampered to a kid that actually needed my mother to protect me because of what was going on in my dad's family. I'm trying to pick my words carefully because I don't know where this video will go. My grandparents in Romania and my uncles, I was, not only my mama and my papa, they beat me for Romania. No, they touched me. I was like a god. Now small remain that they worship me. Now small remain. Oh yes, it was a little too much. And I needed the balance out of life. But I went through trauma growing up that I did not need to go through. I went through trauma growing up that I understand discipline. I understand parents trying to put you through things. But I don't understand people telling me I'm going to be useless. People telling me that there's nothing to me. People laughing at me behind my back and in front of me because I didn't fit into a stereotype. And it's one of the reasons why I'm not close to my dad's family. I'm closer to my mom's family. The only people I'm close to are my father's second wife's kids, basically the first son and a bit to the second son, and one of my cousins, Rashid, and another one of my cousins, Philemon. Everybody else, I'm a bit skeptical because I know what it was like growing up and they'll be saying all sorts of things to my face and behind my back. You understand? So when people make blank statements, they're members of my family, I don't want to mention their names, I will never visit them. If they call me, I will not even talk to them. So, yes, it is Christian to forgive. And I've forgiven everybody. I hold no grudges. But do you realize that sometimes seeing the people who caused your trauma makes you traumatized? So let's start with that. Before all of us start, hey, it's your mother, you must take care of her. Why? He should have a reason why he's not taking care of his mother. There should be something. What did the mother do, or what did the mother fail to do? What did the mother do, or what did the mother fail to do? If you're watching on TikTok, double click the screen, pop my money guns. If you're watching on YouTube, super chat, super sticker, super likes, we're going to have fun today. I'm going to share my mind. You see, I have an uncle, my mom's only brother, Uncle Gigi. Growing up, all I have are fond memories of Uncle Gigi. As in, anytime I remember Uncle Gigi, is happy thoughts. He's taking us fishing. He's taking us hiking. He's cooking for us. As in, I don't remember. As in, if Uncle Gigi, that's my mom's immediate older brother, he's just 1 year between them. If he likes my sister more, I go dey jealous when we're kids. I don't cry before say Uncle Gigi say in one day alone with my sister. Say no one make I day there because I hurt my sister or I shouted at my sister. I begin cry. I begin jealous. Say how can my papa family? If they say they don't want make I day there, I go run. I don't know if I'm making sense to you. Same thing with most of my mother's family. Most of them, even the ones that are harsh, were harsh on me, like my grandfather. It's just minor harshness. You cannot compare it to Nigeria people harshness. Nigeria people harsh for you like this. Papa, you go home mad. So, yes, I've got to forgive and move on. But that trauma lives on. It doesn't go away. And I don't want to be beside. Now, I have family members who were very not cool at a point in time. But over the years, we mended fences, things became manageable, and we moved on. You know? So, when he's not taking care of his mom, who are you to judge him? Who are you to judge him? Why should I take care of my mom who rejected me or didn't take care of me or didn't believe in me? Why do we make it an issue? Oh, yes, it's God. Okay, I would send her some money if it was my mom that I would probably send her some money. You know, probably do some things as a Christian. But you might not know where I live. For me to invite you to my house, that's a major step. I want to tell you something. The other day, I sent my dad a gift, some money. And my dad said, you know, the usual Yoruba prayer. Ọmọ atọ́jú ẹ̀yin náà o. And I said, Ami, amen, which means, Ọmọ atọ́jú ẹ̀yin náà o. Your children will take care of you too. And I said, Ami. And A while later, I was thinking about it. This thing with my papa talk, now prayer, I been a curse. My dad meant well. My dad meant very well. He didn't say it from a bad place. He genuinely wanted, but I now thought of it. I'm like, do I want to rely on my children in old age? And my answer is no. My mother does not have 3 heads. I want to be like my mother. It's not a prayer. It is a curse. But we don't know it is a curse. Sit down and ask yourself, are Mike Adenuga's children taking care of him financially? Are Aliko Dangote's children taking care of him financially? Chief Afe Babalola's son got married. It was a $2 billion wedding. Who do you think brought the money? Afe Babalola. I want to be like that. Someone said you overanalyze. You need to understand context. No. Bill Gates' children. Bill Gates does not pray that kind of prayer for his children. Dangote does not pray that kind of prayer for his children. Let's stop normalizing depleting the next generation. Oyinbo people don't do it. If that's how they did it, Canada will not be Canada today. This generation works for the next generation. The next generation works for the coming generation. That's how the Western world works. That is how the Western world works. Sorry, 2 billion naira. I'm sorry, forgive me. Dollars was in my head. 2 billion, about 2 billion naira, I would say. Someone say, if your child abandon you, we know the meaning of your. You see, my problem, you have no brain. IBK, and I go block. Before I block you, I go first shake way for your papa. Because to say your papa gets sense. If for commot you as belle, not for let you reach 9 months. Picking where they're supposed born inside dustbin. Or moriaton. If to say they even do you well, inside soak away you supposed to be. You can't hear the talk nothing. Don't go better for your papa. Jadan Lori live me. By rapture. No, Agogomena, sending stuff to your parents is not saying thank you. Taking your parents to a restaurant is saying thank you. Taking your parents on a holiday is saying thank you. Giving them money regularly is depleting this generation and giving the next generation is poverty mindset. Those Aliko Dangote's children sending money. At least his daughter is married. How much is his allowance? I want to know. Fatima Dangote, please, how much is Aliko's allowance that you send him every month? How much? Make una dey think, make una come out on yourself from poverty mind. Una no dey like think, you are sentimental in your thoughts. How many Oyinbo people take care of their parents in old age? Because the society takes care of them. This is a thought and ideology born out of poverty. Leave it. No argue am. Someone say, Aliko and Co are the few 3%. I want to be in those 3%. My mother is in that 3%. My mother is not a billionaire, but my mother can take care of herself very well in her. She is 70. My mother can't. I can't even afford to take care of my mother. My mother that went to Singapore flying business class, Singaporean Airways. You know what Singaporean Airways business class? It's like 20 million a trip. You think I have 20 million to give her? I say, Mommy, you are traveling. What can I can't even give her anything. I just take her to a restaurant, have fun, spend time with her, buy her a bottle of drink. Beyond that, I can't do anything. You see, the thought, listen, there's nothing wrong with you taking care of your parents. But the moment your mind concedes it to be a prayer or a blessing, you are a fool. Because you are thinking in such a way that instead of you establishing yourself, you are waiting for your children to come and take care of you. I'm not saying there's anything wrong. If something happens, we know today, we don't know tomorrow. What if the projection or the projectile you had for your life doesn't quite pan out? And then there's a situation where your children have to take care of you. I'm not saying it is bad. I encourage children to take care of their parents, but do not pray it into the next generation. It's a curse. Do not pray it into the next generation. Someone said, that's Oyinbo culture, beg. What has your culture done for you? You are literally begging for food. They want to increase fuel to less than $1. $1 is 1,500 naira. They are increasing fuel to 980. Now one begin protest. And they talk, say, the Oyinbo, where they buy the fuel. Where hurricane, they scatter their country. And they still they do okay. Say their own culture wrong, but your own they right. Oh, yes, there are aspects of the African culture that are right. But this one, in my humble opinion, is a poverty breeding culture. I'm not saying neglect your children. I'm saying don't look at people who do not need. Someone say your kids are not responsible for your old age lifestyle maintenance. 100%. I agree. You are responsible. But things happen. Plans change. Sometimes you plan that, by the time, I remember I was planning at the point that I'll build my first house when I was 30. I did not build my first house till I was like 38. No, because I planned them. Things happened. But why should I be planning to build my first house at 50? If you plan to build your first house at 30 and you miss the mark and you end up building it at 45, it's okay. There's nothing wrong in even building your first house at 60. But will you, as an 18-year-old able-bodied man, plan that your first house na 60 you want to build them? That's my problem with that prayer. You don't understand the power of your mindset. Anything the mind can conceive, the body can achieve. Your mind trains your body. Your mind trains your body. Sorry, 30 minutes. You can go. 30 minutes. Okay. Your mind trains your body. There are many sicknesses that just the right mindset can cure you of, but people are not trained to understand their minds. It is okay to have problems in life. No life is problem free. But why are you planning for problem? Or why are you working towards problem? Planning is okay. Save aside for the rainy day is okay. But when you are, because if you say, your children will take care of you, is almost like I will need my children to take. My mother has never needed us to take care. In fact, as a matter of fact, even our children, my mother even takes care of my mother does not take care of us, takes care down to grandchildren. My mother has placed all her grandchildren on monthly allowance. All my mother's grandchildren are on monthly allowance. My mother is not a billionaire. My mother does not own property. What my mother focused on are her children and grandchildren. The one she could do for us, she did. The one she could not do for us, she's doing for her grandchildren. Many of me and my siblings' grandchildren are beneficiaries of my mom's benevolence. Why can't I be like that? It's not a good wish. Change your mindset, Agogo. It's a bad wish. I'm not blaming my dad. I'm blaming the culture that normalized it. It is only in Nigeria that parents will grow old or have children in such a way that their children will be their retirement plan. I have cousins. Don't you have people abroad? Most everything. You see, one man said to a girl, he said, "You are the most beautiful girl in the world." You know what the girl said? The girl said, "Show me your passport." The guy brought her passport. The guy said, "Show me your visa." The guy does not have visa. How can you tell me I'm the most beautiful girl in the world when you don't even have a passport with visa? Have you been to other parts of the world? How do you know I'm the most beautiful? Nigerians normalize this foolishness that we have created for ourselves, and we think that this is how it should be. It's utter stupidity. The old people in Canada, the government still takes care of them. I'm not saying it is wrong for you to take care of your parents. I am saying it is wrong for your parents to pray for you to take care of them. That's wrong. By any standards. I'm not saying if I have a problem or if I get to a crossroads in my life or I need something financially, my children should not be there for me, but that my prayer will be that my children too will take care of me. No. What do I need from my children? I need them to be there for me. Emotionally, psychologically, spiritually. And it is not, it's not automatic. It is what I plant inside them, emotionally, psychologically, that I will reap in the future. Let us stop being entitled to it. My first 2 kids with my ex, I am not expecting money from them. I am not expecting friendship from them in future. I'm not expecting companionship from them. I'm not expecting them to even be there for me in my old age because I did not sow into their lives. Regretfully, because their mother did not allow me. Even if I don't have money that time, did I not have time? Can I not call people? I expect more from Ada blessing than from my first son and my first daughter. Because I was not allowed. So I don't want them to feel that, oh, we owe our father. You don't owe me anything. But if over the years we're able to mend fences and we're able to sit, then I can now, and I'm allowed to give them emotional support, then they too can give me psychological and emotional support. I don't pray to ever need anybody's money. Kids are not your retirement plan. Stop it. Work in such a way. Work smart. Like I said, Enila Moamola. We know today, we don't know tomorrow. You can have the best plans. You can have the best projectiles. You can have, and something happens, or something that's supposed to happen did not happen. I follow the co-founder of Netflix. He was telling the story of Blockbuster. That Blockbuster would have taken out Netflix. Blockbuster was doing so well. You know, Blockbuster, the movie rental company, they were doing so well. And they now decide, let's even try going digital. Rent by mail. You know, in the 90s, they didn't have what we have today, all the social media. So everything was going fine. They started growing. And then they took the first step. It was a bit rough. They took the second digital step. It looked a bit better. Then, somewhere down the line, they decided that their CEO was earning too much and they were not going to pay him his bonuses. The CEO that had all the whole digital ideas. Now, so the guy said, lie, was saying they quit. Now he resigned. They now replaced him with a CEO that was very good with the renting movie, the whole physical work, but very bad with the digital world. Because through then, the digital world was a waste of time. We first start Instagram today, go live. Those days, people used to laugh at us. I was reading on Laura Ikeji's blog that some influencers charge $10,000 for a video. 3 million naira for story post, not main page post, to story post. 3 million naira, some influencers. 3 million naira was my annual salary on the radio, is what somebody charges for a story. And when we first started this thing, they used to tell us to shut up. Because you see, it was a gamble. I remember sitting down with one of my bosses in the office. I said, look, this internet is the next big thing. Let's tap into it. The guy was looking at me like I did. By the time they decided to tap into it, 8 years later, I was late. God bless you, brick and mortar sense. So Blockbuster would have been the next big thing. Netflix would not have existed today. If Blockbuster did not fail, Netflix would not have existed today. So somebody planned to succeed, but then they took a wrong decision, and boom. I'll give you another example. The guy who did the voice of Michael Jackson's Thriller. In the dark is where, you know the voice? Can you say it? Can you say any part of it? The Thriller voice. They gave him an option to give him points and be named as songwriter so he can earn royalties, or $20,000 up front. Baba carry the $20,000 up front. How much is $20,000 there? Maybe $80,000 today's money. If that guy had taken the points or the royalties, he probably have made $5 million over the years and still be earning till today. God bless you, Odion. Odion sent me 10 pounds on YouTube. Odion Udoji. Thank you so much. I don't know if I'm making sense to you. One decision that could have made him rich. Somebody said his name is Vincent Price, or was Vincent Price. Vincent Price ate the money. Meanwhile, he would have still left something for his children, because as the franchise Thriller, Michael Jackson is getting a cut. Anybody does any remix on that, he's getting a cut. I don't know if I'm making sense to you guys. So, what am I saying in essence? Nobody plans to have problems. But if problems come, you want your children to be there for you, because when your children had problems, you were there for them. If you were there for them. If you're watching on TikTok, pop my money guns. So you don't, but you see, when you say a prayer like your children will take care of you too, it made sense those days when there were no proper retirement plans. It made sense those days when your fathers were farmers, and after a while they could no longer farm. So they would need the next generation to feed them, because they can no longer carry a hoe or a cutlass. But Are Bamufin Afe Babalola is 95 years old. His children don't take care of him. Last time when I went to see him, he dashed me 500k. Dashed taste buds, dashed baby freeze, dashed all of us like 1 million naira. It is called the evolution of the mindset. We cannot continue thinking the way our forefathers were thinking when they were running around after rabbits in the bush. We can't continue thinking like that. And it starts with the mind. 3 things you need to succeed in life: the mindset, the skill set, and the tool set. Many of you have the skill set and you have the tool set, but your problem, like Ogogomena, is you have the wrong mindset. Mindset is as little as not normalizing poverty thoughts. One girl, I made that comment. I said, this thing my father said for me, is it a prayer or a curse? I read on one of the blogs. A lady came and said, it is a blessing to give your parents money even if they are richer than you. I said, that's the height of stupidity. How? Even the Bible says you should not give rich people stuff. Let me read it to you. It said those who give gifts to the rich. Go to the book of Proverbs. Sorry, I'm waiting for my Bible to load. 1 second. Proverbs 22 verse 16. It says, a person who gets ahead by oppressing the poor or by showering gifts on the rich will end up in poverty. So if you think that you are going to get ahead in life by showering gifts on the rich, your parents already are rich. Why are you sending them monthly allowance and you think it is a blessing? You are dumb. It is a blessing if your parents are poor. You invest in the you provide for the generation behind and invest in the generation before. Your provision should be less than your investment if you want to be successful. The reason why we are the way we are in this country is we are taking care of backlog. We are not taking care of the front, the one that is coming. I take good care of my kids. Someone said, that's his mom, for God's sake, and she's sick. Let him be the judge of that. I've seen people who have refused to see their parents. Even as their parents were buying, they said, no, I'm not going to see them. And I will not judge them for it. I wouldn't do it. I'll go and look for my parents. I have a good relationship with both my parents. But I've learned one thing. Most of what the past generation held dear are useless. Especially when it comes to matters of the mindset. Most of the things the previous generation held as gold is actually worthless. Now, don't get me wrong. If your parents cannot take care of themselves, it is good for you to take care of them. But why? My problem is not the act of taking care of your parents. My problem is the mindset of hoping that you are going to do the same thing that your parents did to you, to your children. That's my problem. And I pray that none of you watching me here, I don't pray that any of your children will take care of you. My prayer for you is none of your children will take care of you financially. Say amen. Start to wind your brain around it. Your mind is powerful. Type it. My children will not take care of me financially. Do you know what that means? It means you'll be able to take care of yourself even in your 90s. Afe Babalola is 95. Areba Mufin. Afe Babalola is 95 years old. He still sponsored his son's wedding, 2 billion naira. Somebody said, my children will take care of me when I'm old. Poverty mindset. Stop it. Even if they want to take care of you, let it be physically, not financially. There are people who put things in place so that even in their 90s, they're doing well. Say it with me. Oh yeah. My children will not take care of me financially in my old age. And I pray for all of you listening to me. Your children will take care of their children. The meat of your children's children should not be eaten by you. I'm not saying things might not happen. I'm not saying things might take a turn. But why are you praying for the bad turn? I need you to connect with this thing now. It's a generation. God bless you, Esther. It's a generational curse. Your father took care of your grandfather. You are taking care of your father. Then your children will take care of you. Now, generational curse. Adenuga's children don't take care of him. Dangote's children don't take care of him. Copy does not take care of Femi. Femi just became the largest. As he's getting older, he's getting richer. Femi just became the largest shareholder. Even if Femi took care of his mother, Copy will not take care of Femi. And I pray into your life that your children will not take care of you, because you'll be good enough by yourself to take care of yourself. We pass on prayers from generation to generation. Meanwhile, there are curses. The last generation cannot survive without the next generation. Why? I have a cousin abroad. Parents had just one child. Last time I went to Romania, In 2018, she was driving the latest Volkswagen Bug. I said, your car is nice. I said, my daddy bought it for me. She's 3 years younger than me. Her father said they buy her car for old age. That same 2018, I traveled with my mother. My mother is going to be 70 next year. The only thing I bought was my ticket. I swear to you, the only thing I bought was my ticket. I carried some, because 2018 I was beginning to recover. I wasn't okay, but when a pastor press, where they press my neck, say I fight them for tight. I don't they sneak come out the neck press. So I took maybe $500 as spending money, and I bought my air ticket to go to Romania. Do you know that I came back with $1,000 and €200? I went with $500. First of all, I stayed in my mother. My mother got an Airbnb, and we stayed there. The first day I woke up, because I came in, I was exhausted, so I slept. Me and my mother slept on the same bed. It was one big bed, so I slept on one side. So by the time I woke up, I don't see everybody don't leave house, leave only me. Hey, what's going on? You know that kind of sleep. Hey, they don't abandon me. I just saw a note on the stool beside my bed. There was $1,000 cash, $100. Then on it, my mother said, just in case you need some money, we've gone to the mall. You can meet us there, take a taxi, blah, 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 blah. There's food in the fridge. That $1,000, I not still agree spend them. Because anytime I go to a shop, as I pick, when I'm done, my mother just puts a card. I could look and say, but you've already given me some money. Let me spend the money you gave me now. I was in my 40s. My master, they spend money for my head. That was the last time, though. And my mother used to say something, and I remember that's how my grandfather, you see, let me tell you, your mindset na problem. My mother never took care of my grandfather. We traveled to Romania. I will see my grandfather will carry money like this and be counting it to give my mother for our shopping, for our food. And my mother asked my father, I was young, I was a kid, I was like 9 years old. My mother asked me, why are you doing this? Why are you giving this? And my grandfather said something to my mother, I can never forget it. He said, do the same for your children. And my mother did the same for me, so why should I go back to my father's mentality? My grandfather never needed my mother. He was okay till he died. He could take care of all his bills. Not 99% of them. 100% of them. At least almost till when he passed on. And he passed that mentality to my mother. And that's why my mother will still take care of us in old age. I don't need my mother to take care of me. But the greatest gift my mother has ever given me in this life is that she does not drink my blood from one side. Because sometimes you want to go forward, they will pull you back. So I have, you see, you guys don't understand that. Having two African parents is a problem. You will always see life from a tainted view. The same tainted view two people give you. But when you have a European, even if it's a Ghanian, even if it's a Kenyan, you go get two views of life. And between both parents, you go to get culture shock. Somebody said proudly, we are Africans. No, you are impoverished Africans. Hungry Africans. You are poor in your country. That's why you run away to other people's country and say you jackpot. And in your country, that's why you are suffering. So get a brain and change your mindset. 3 things required for success: mindset, skill set, tool set. You might have the skill set and the tool set, but until you get the mindset, you'll be poor. Challenge me with logic. Someone say having two African is a baba problem. It's a mindset problem. Your parents might be good, but you see, that African mindset, you can't take it away from them. We're colonized for too long. We think with religion and Our mixed culture that they did not allow to evolve is a problem. I don't have it because I have two parents, one African, one non-African. It's like light, night and day. Until you change that mindset, until you mindset, skill set, tool set. What is your skill set? I know how to talk. I know how to play guitar. What is your tool set? The guitar is your tool set. If you don't have the tools, you cannot be successful. You might have the skill, but if you don't have the tools, it's like the best pilot in the world, but then no airline employs him and he can't afford to buy a plane. He might have the skill set, but he doesn't have the tool set. Now, whether you have the skill set and the tool set, you will still end up in poverty if you don't have the mindset. Because without the mindset, poverty will continue to embrace you and success will elude you. I'm giving you something that worked. My grandfather, my great-grandmother, the last time I saw her, she was 100 years old and she lived by herself in her own house. Then after that, she started having dementia. Old, you don't know what it is to be 100 years old. So she didn't recognize anybody again. We still did not take care of her. She still could take care of, even as she not green know anybody. As she get dementia, she still took care of herself till she was 106 and then she finally died. And you are telling me we are Africans. God punish you for that stupidity when you talk. A 106-year-old Romanian woman with dementia could take care of herself. Yet you have parents who are in their 60s. And if you don't send them 5K, they're not going to survive. And you are telling me that that's the right mindset. I saw my grandfather pass the right mindset on to my mother. And my mother is running with that mindset in her 70s or approaching her 70s. And you are telling me that I should reject something that is working to go and hold on to the stupidity that does not work because we are Africans. You are not. Well, I'm in a very bad mood now. Someone said, trust Oyinbo elderly, they suffer. They are not suffering because of money. They are suffering because of lack of care. And let me break your heart. If you do not invest your time into your children, not just your money, you will still get what those are. They will send you money to feed, but they will not have time for you. Nigerian parents put their children abroad under pressure to build. You must build house. Anyway, me, I get locked. Say nobody. You know, as I know well like this for life, as I know well for nobody. They talk anyhow to me. You try it, you will collect. Hot now I go give you. I know go even put milk, make it cool down. I will serve you hot coffee. Hot. We go they burn your mouth. We go they see me they run. Somebody said, no disrespect your parents or families in the name of being woke. Sometimes you need to get your families out of generational foolishness. And if it means disrespect them. The children in Canada are disrespectful. Is Canada not better than Nigeria? I was in Romania the other day. My cousin, Gina, you see the way her son was talking to her, I say, hey, baby freeze, you try 10% of this. My be a kogon or my friend baban la wozin. But Romania is 100 times better than Louis Vuitton just opened factory in Romania. Why they not come do it for Nigeria? Meanwhile, they buy their leather from Nigeria, but they will not open factory here. They will go and open the factory in Romania. Be thinking. Don't disrespect your elders. If listen, there is no way There is no way you're going to make change without disrespecting foolishness. Christ disrespected his elders. Open your Bible to Matthew chapter 23. We all know, historically, Christ's ministry started at 30 and finished at 33. Meanwhile, Christ called the Pharisees and the scribes and the elders of the synagogue. He called them blind fools. Go and read Matthew 23:17. Do you have a Bible there? Read it for me. Matthew 23:17. Just open it and read it aloud. You can never create a shift in a paradigm without being disrespectful. It comes with the terrain. If you want change, you're going to be disrespectful. Change does not come respectfully because those people benefiting from the bad system are going to sit on it. So you're going to have to kick them out. Matthew 23:17. Read it.
You blind fools.
You blind fools. Who was Christ talking to? The scribes and the Pharisees, who were in their 80s and their 90s.
Which is greater, the gold or the temple that makes the gold sacred?
Thank you, darling. God bless you. Sacred, yes. Christ did not disrespect his elders. He disrespected the stupid elders. If you read verse 15, he says, "Oh, woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites." He disrespected the hypocrites. No, he did not disrespect the wise elders, the good behaved elders. If your parents are badly behaved, they will lead you into the problem. You see, people need to stand up. And when you start telling your parents things respectfully and they don't want to hear, what's coming next? Not disrespect. Honor your father and your mother. Fathers and mothers, behave in honorable ways so you may be honored. Honor your father and mother. Fathers and mothers. Someone said Romania is now in Schengen. I don't know, but Romania is in the EU. I don't care about Schengen. Romania is in the EU, European Union. That's why I have red passport. Children, honor your fathers and mothers. Fathers and mothers, behave in ways that you be honored. This generation is not going to honor foolishness. I will never tell you to honor parents that don't deserve honor. No. Romania has been in the EU for almost 20 years. So we can sit down and blame Shatta Wale all we want. What's my advice? Shatta Wale, take care of your mother. She's still your mother. But if you don't take care of her, we not judge you. Now you know where the shoe they take bite you. I will take care of my mother. I will take care of my mother. But my mother does not need me to take care of her. If I call my mother now, she will not pick because she is busy. She's not busy gossiping. She's not busy going from one church function to the other. She's not attending one party to the other. She is busy. Hey, what's my mother doing around this time? She's in the office. My mother is in the office on a Saturday. My mother is in the office on a Sunday. Does my mother not go to the office on Sunday? Is there any day of the week my mother does not go to the office? Unless she's sick or needs a break. My mother works 7 days a week. One day my mother called me and was talking for 30 minutes. I could not believe it. I'm like, what happened? Today must be my lucky day. If I call my mother now, I call her, put her on speaker. Say, no, I'm busy. What is it? Tell me quick. If it's an emergency, let me. If it's not an emergency, let's talk later. So we need to understand the 3 things that I'm here to teach you. And the one that has eluded you, many of you, especially Nigerians abroad, you have the skill set and the tool set. But until you get that mindset, and let me tell you, yeah, feeding your mind is very important. I'll tell you a story. I say this all the time. I wanted to buy a house in 2012 or 2012. So my ex knew somebody who had a house for sale somewhere in Lekki. So she was like, let's go and see the house. Lovely house. It was about 30 million back then. 30 million then was about $200,000. So I was like, oh, okay, let's go and see the house. So we drove and we saw the way. I entered and I got to the house. And the house was nice. The kitchen was already furnished, as in the house was good to go. And I was like, the road is bad. I went there with my range. We're just going like this. So I told the guy, I said, I like this house. The house is nice. Everything is nice. But the road is bad. So I won't be able to bring my sports car here. The guy sent me out and said, but you don't have a sports car. I said, yes. I want to buy a house so that when I will buy my sports car, I'll be able to drive it home. I did not have a sports car until eight years later. But when I got one of the reasons that made me buy this house was the location. I've had two different sports cars and I drive them home and drive them out without scraping everywhere and spoiling the car and the bumper hanging very easily. Something as simple as that. I set my mind, I don't want to live in a house, no matter how nice, if I cannot park a sports car there. I did not have a sports car when I was pricing this house. And I did not have a sports. I lived in 3 other places before I finally lived here. But when I bought the house, this one is going to be my own. I want, as in, it was the requirement. People thought I was mad. Everybody kept saying, but you don't have a sports. I want to be able to drive a sports car there. I want it to be close to the road. I want to make sure it's not flooded so that my sports car will not spoil in the flood. You will be amazed that is tuning your mindset. Your mind listens to everything happening around you all day. It's an audio recorder. Your mind is a CCTV camera. It records everything you see. And worst of all, your mind is a closed circuit monitor that records everything you think. So what you see, what you hear, and what you think is your mindset. So when your father calls you and says your children will take care of you, you have heard it. It enters your brain. You look around you, everybody's parents are being taken care of by their children. It enters your brain. You have thought that it is right. You are processing it. You are thinking it. What do you think you are feeding your mind? Your audio, your visual, and your cognitive processes are all processing the same thing. You will have a bad mindset. My neighbor was staying on the mainland in his own house. He sold his house and moved to the island. He didn't have much money. Sold his house, moved to the island. He did not want to hear. He did not want his mind to be recording poverty conversations. He did not want to be seeing and feeding his mind poverty visuals. He already is thinking the right thoughts, but no matter how much you are thinking the right thoughts, if you keep seeing poverty mindset and hearing poverty conversations, your right thoughts will always be diluted. So he moved to my estate. Today, he just bought a house in America, working from Nigeria. They used to, I'm telling you, I cannot bring him here because he does not like publicity. Every day during COVID, they used to go and sit down in one place. They call that place Parliament. They sit down there, they drink from morning to night and shout and gist and talk. Where he's drinking and talking, he met another guy. The both of them had an idea to start a real estate business. Today, they built like 100 houses. Somebody that did not have money. He brought his ideas, brought his working plan, met somebody that is like him. Brah. Now he's buying property in the UK and property in America. That's why I tell you, he had the skill set, he always had it. He had the tool set, he always had it. But he needed to rework his mindset before he could attain success. I remember that time when he first came, we used to talk, say, man, when I become a billionaire. One day I say, oh, you know, they tell me those gist of when you want to become. He said, Baba, I don't pass that level. He don't become billionaire. It's no longer when I want to be, when I become a billionaire. He has passed that billionaire. I'm not saying don't take care of your parents. It's good to take care of your parents, but it is bad for your parents to pray for you, for your children to take care of you. That's the problem there. It now becomes a generational mindset. Your parents took care of their parents. You are taking care of them. Then you now want your own children to take care of you. When do you get progress? When do you break out of it? Maybe Mike Adenuga took care of his mother. But Mike Adenuga has broken the chain. His children are not going to take care of him. At least not financially. What stage in your life are you going to break the chain? When are you going to break the chain? Mike Adenuga calls his children and says, I want us to have a holiday this year in Dubai. Okay, daddy. He sends his plane to go and pick each of them wherever in the world they are. Just he say, okay, the plane is coming on Thursday. Davido's father, do you think Davido takes care of his father? Let me tell you, Davido's father is 60. Davido's having problem with his baby mama. Davido's father is paying her bill. Oh, that's what you should aim for. Did you not read the letter? Even where Davido failed, his father stepped in. Don't you want to be like Davido's father? That's exactly what my mother does. My mother is not up to 2% of what Davido's father has. My mother has a very big name, though. You know what it is to be a vice chancellor of Nigeria's #1 university? Go and watch the video on my page when my mother introduced me to the governor of Ekiti State, her state. The governor saw my mother and got up. I wish I could show you the video before. Everybody was going to, the governor sat down, everybody was going to greet him. When my mother came, he got up and came to meet me. I looked at my mother, I was like, wow. That's what I want to be. God bless you, Josh Esek. That is what I want to be. I want to be like Dangote. I want to be like Adenuga. I want to be like my mother. I want to be like Afe Babalola. I want to be like Bill Gates. Even if I don't ever be like them, the first step is having their mindset. Davido and his wife went on honeymoon abroad. Davido is a wealthy musician. Wealthy. But he's still using Papa private jet. Do you think Davido's father calls it? Do you think Davido calls his father and says, hey, daddy, I'm sorry I could not send you your weekly allowance or your monthly allowance. I'm so sorry, daddy. The person that booked me for the show in Canada has not paid. Once he pays, I'll send you your allowance. Do you think that's how Davido does? Wake up. Poverty don't blow na brain. You not get sense again. I say it and I say it again. I say it with all confidence. There's nothing wrong in you taking care of your parents. It becomes wrong when your parents pray for your children to do the same thing to you. Then when are you going to break the chain? Look at somebody beside you and tell them, break the chain, break the chain, break the mental chain, break it, break it, break it. Anytime you take care of your parents and your parents say, your children take care of you, say, no, daddy and mommy, bless me, thank me, but help me break this chain. I want to break this chain. I want to break this chain. This chain has to be broken. If your parents are rich, stop giving them money. Instead, start giving them those things money cannot buy. And if they ask you for money, start telling them that they are greedy. I was reading a story the other day, and I brought it to my life. One girl came and told me her story. I don't know if you guys remember. She said she was earning 8,000 pounds a month. She and her husband's combined earning 8,000. I don't know. And her mother was earning 16,000 pounds. And her mother kept telling her that she must still give her money. I told her, I said, your mother is a witch. Your mother is earning 16,000 pounds. She's still asking you for money. She's earning double what you and your husband are earning combined, because your mother was a PhD in nursing and a matron. So she was lecturing and working at the same time. So her combined monthly income was about 16K. Then you and your husband combined, two of you, they earn 8K. And then you still give your mama a winch. Yes, said, Daddy, if you don't come, I said, your mother is a witch. A Jenny, yeah. You don't want to hear this truth? I will tell it to you. If your mother is sick, drive her to the hospital. Take your mother to a restaurant. Buy her a good meal. Take her to the cinema. Take her to Disney World with your children. Buy her something nice on her birthday. But don't give her money monthly. There's no blessing there. Anybody that tells you that is a dingbat. They have twisted religion of the days of farmers and cattle headsmen to suit the day of doctors and AI experts. I don't talk my own. Make I bring Yella. Make she can't talk her own. Yella, where are you? My mouth, they pain me. Oh yeah, come. Yella don't day here since I'm sure she's bored hearing me shout since morning. Pop, my money gone. No. What do you think about what I've been saying? Am I wrong? So I've been shouting. My breath might not be so fresh. And I ate.
Good evening, everybody.
And I ate garlic in your mother's school.
That's good.
I
love garlic.
You like garlic?
Yeah.
And she likes onion too. Me and her mother always quarrel when it's time for onion. I used to, when the suya comes, I'll go and take all the onion before the mother comes, but sometimes I forget to do it. The mother, she cannot eat suya without onion. I like that onion you ate with your pasta that day though. Those green ones.
Yeah, that was my touch.
That was nice. It's nice. I like the taste of onions, but I don't like the smell on my breath. So what do you have to say? Pop my money guns, oh stinjos. You learn. That's why I don't like coming live. I waste all my data, waste everything, and you not buy my money gun. Oh yeah. What do you have to say?
I mean, well, I don't want to have to take care of you now.
You don't want to have to take care of me. It's a blessing today. In fact, because of you, I'm changing my mind now.
But what I would.
Oh yeah, hold on. Now I put mic on your body. Where are you running to?
Okay. But what I would say was when you said, what was that prayer that you said that you should say? Pray that your children will not take care. Pray that your children will not have to
take care of you.
Take care of you. You're always so aggressive.
Sorry. You don't know they'll be talking nonsense in the comment section, so you need to be dealing with them.
This is just another. Do you know that?
Ada is saying take care of me. Don't take care of me. Work hard. I don't want to take care of you in old age. That's the one I don't want.
All that thing that Mrs. Tony was saying, take care of me, love me, feed me. hold me, never let me
They said
go.
they can't hear you. Can you guys hear her?
You can't hear me?
No, they can't hear you. I think the guys. Marigold! How you doing? That's my girl there, Marigold Choma. Someone said, Daddy Freeze, thank you very much. I wish I heard this in my 20s. They will not, emotion, no, they let Nigerian man think. Emotion, no, they let Nigerian man think. They will still drag me for this thing, but me, I know that the one or two people that have learned.
But I'm a bit confused though. Like, why do you guys want to take care of your parents so bad?
My sister, I bow.
I don't mean to sound selfish, but like,
they believe it's a blessing.
For who?
For you. You know, listen, you see, Nigeria uses religion to sell everything. I hope I can move this without things falling. Okay. So, you know, they use religious mentality to judge everything. Someone say, you are very wrong. Can you see? Excuse me. That's how they think. That's how they think. See, I've said it. Say a prayer. Say amen. My children will not take care of me. Will not have to take care of me. Yes, thank you. My children will not have to take care of me. Say amen. Listen, let me tell you something. As I am now, if my father wants a new car, he can call and say, I want a Benz. Me and my sons will sit down and say, okay, instead of Benz, we will end up being the one to choose the car we'll buy for him. Because now they pay the money. So we go to think and say, okay, if we buy on this Benz, now we go still maintain them. So let's buy a car that will be cheaper to maintain. But when my father has his money, he will just send us the picture of the car he bought. Do you understand the difference? I don't dictate my mother's life. Because I don't pay her. Don't you want to live a life free? Now, things may happen and things might not go according to your plan. But let's bring in a couple of people.
And that's what I'm saying. So people out there actually want to take care of their parents and their kids at the same time.
You have sense, but they'll say you are Gen Z. They'll yap you. They'll say you are Gen Z.
I really don't care. Like,
they'll say you are Gen Z.
Having to. Do you understand? But wanting to, like, that's your desire.
Thank you. Oh like, God, this girl has brain. Like, I feel like removing this thing so that your brain will even blow more.
If a genie came and asked you like 3 wishes, you would, as in, I want to take care of my parents.
As a wish, God bless you.
As a wish.
Hey, where is this woman? What's her name? Paula.
Hi, Daddy Freeze.
Queen Allen, how you doing, my sister?
I'm fine, Daddy.
Where is my sister? Where is this girl? Agogo. How you doing, my brother?
It's part of our culture.
It's part of our culture. Female circumcision, tribal mark are all part of our culture. Why did you stop them? Selective culture. Oh yeah, let me hear you. Sorry, I'm in one of those.
Daddy Freeze.
Agogo, your own don't finish today. Just no saying me and you. Go ahead, my sister. Go ahead.
Okay, my own thoughts, because I believe everybody is entitled to their opinion, right? My own thoughts and my own beliefs, which I always say, I don't pray for children to take care of me. That's number one. Number two, when I'm having kids, if now 10 million, I go use take care of one kid. Instead of burning five of them, make them be say at my old age, they will come take care of me. I go burn one, take care of one. Use the remaining one, they enjoy myself. Why I'm training that one? I gotta go vacation. Why I'm training that one? That's my own this thing. Because our parents that time they go say, make I born plenty. Now then go take care of me for old age. My dear, no they do am. If now one pikin I go born, why taking care of myself? Why making service for my old age? I go do am. I don't want you speaking as I don't know, people they use them as say, make I train them as the whether investment. No. I just want to have kids.
Like your kids are your trust fund.
Thank you.
Like how can you turn your child to your trust fund? People set up trust funds for their children.
Ask them, they go say God go train them. He go see person where they I don't go say they train pikin, I will come they suffer.
I'm sure
I don't face no people let water for my hands drink. Say they train pikin. You go see some people, they go carry 4 children. What happen? I dey train pikin my sister. Leave me. Now me they train the children. We they train children
having
for now.
Children as retirement plans.
Thank you.
So
if not one, I go born. And the remaining one, I go dey dry, they go. Vacation. They go vacation before I born them. I go, they continue to go my vacation. So that when the time come, if they buy me tickets for my vacation or they not buy, I don't go vex for them. By that time, while I'm training them, they plan my own life too. Let's learn how to do that. Our parents those days.
That one to our culture?
Why can't we turn that one to our culture?
To our culture. If next thing you go pastor go tell them say if you have to take care of your family, you have to take care. You go see somebody, you go there a shower, they do a shower. Wetin happen? Because of my family. I say stop that. Do the shower because of you.
God, I want to tell you one story. I beg, no vex. When I did university, that time when Ife and Modakeke they fight. If you remember in the 90s, Ife Modakeke crisis, there was a girl in my school. She was doing runs. So inside Ife Modakeke fight, they bond their family. That time, Ife they buy Modakeke people. So I don't know if they were Modakeke or Ife, but they were one of them, sir. So the opposing people went to their village and burned down the whole village. So her mother and her father and her brother did not have where to stay. So that Olosho walk, now she used to take rent 1 bedroom for them for Ibadan. Then one day, the mother sent the brother to come and collect money that she had a function to attend and she needed to buy the cloth. So the girl said, I don't have any money. I'm sorry. Tell mommy that I don't have any money. Now the brother tell her and say, we know what you they do. Why you no do am? Get the money, give mommy. Now the girl tell the brother, say, that thing where they use do the thing where they do. Your mama to get them. Make she to use them. Get money. The brother beat her and she get black eye. But all of us join beat the brother. And that nothing has made more sense. The girl said, that you say I'm doing this thing. This on the show, I'm doing it to feed you. And you want me to do it to buy cloth. Do you realize that thing that I am using to do this on the show, do you know your mother too has it? Let her to use her own. And go and use it to get money to buy clothes that she wants to use to attend function. The brother was so hurt. He give her and blow. Bee. Now so everybody hold the brother and all of us join hand. We was the guy head aligned.
That's another issue. Why was the brother so hurt? Like, why do you guys carry your...
entitlement.
Thank you.
On your head like this?
No, you will carry me on your own head, though.
On my shoulder.
On your shoulder.
Thank you. What did they do? You don't do hand like this, you go fall off. You go see some people like this. Then go to school like they do. I said, do it. If not you, they use the money. They do they use the money, they take care of yourself. They do it on your body. But not tell me say because of your background, your father, your parents, your this you are doing what? It's not an excuse. I don't see them as an excuse. You go see some people, they go born children, they go born 5 children, they go tell you say,
not tell her
to go and give her life
to Christ. Don't mind them. Don't mind them. Let me adjust this thing.
Hi, Daddy Freeze.
Go. Oh, yeah, talk your own.
Yes.
You know, say you enter trouble today. Oh, yeah, just shut
okay.
Talk.
No, I'm not going to enter trouble, Daddy Freeze. My mind is made up on that. You can't change it.
Oh, yeah.
So it go both ways. That's where I'm coming from. Right. We are like, you were talking about these white people. Daddy Freeze, I will tell you that these people don't pay school fees for their kids. So if their kids decide not to care for them, they don't freaking care. Because you know why? Because the kids, they go to school using student loan. That's what so the time they want to pay loan, not being the good.
That's better.
Okay,
now Peking go respond to you, not be me. Finish.
But you see a Nigerian civil servant, not be the one when be VCO, normal clerical staff. They will pay school fees for their children. I have friends who did masters abroad. Their parents were civil servants. They do all these things for their children. So I don't think it's out of place. If these children say, Momsy, Popsy, gonna try, take this money. I don't think
we're not going to say no, they
plan. It's not that it is out of place.
We didn't say that.
And see, hold on. See, there's a difference between being a burden on your kids and your kids taking care of you. If you're saying a parent should not be a burden to their children, like you said, a mom was earning more than the child and still expected the child to give her, that's absolutely not acceptable. That's a no-no. But that care, caring is not all about just giving that money.
In Nigeria, everything is money. When you say my boyfriend is nice, that money they bring you.
It needs to be like that. That's not the way it is for other people. That's your own mindset. Because now you said you gave your dad money. Was your dad broke, Daddy Freeze, when you gave him money? Your dad wasn't broke, but you gave him money. You understand me? So it's not because you are not giving your parents because your parents are broke. Even me, normally, I will give my mama anything she wants to do with the money. Let her do with it. She will end up giving out it. I don't freaking care. I work for the money. I want to give it to my parents. I'm going to give it to my parents. So that's where I'm coming from. So if my parents are not a burden to me. They are not. My mama will hardly call me, say because my mom is still working. So she's not a burden to me. But when we want to take this idea that, you should not don't care for your parents, that's
no.
I will care for my parents. My parents are not worried.
He didn't say that.
That's what that is.
I want to pray for you. I want to pray for you. Wait.
I will say amen.
I want to pray for you. Your children will not need to take care of you.
Daddy Freeze.
Say amen.
Of care are you talking about? My children will care.
Financially.
No, because me, I'm working.
Wait, financially.
Yes, they will take care of me, Daddy Freeze.
They will take care of you financially.
All round.
Bad mindset.
It's not bad, Daddy.
Bad mindset.
Madam, see, Daddy Freeze, let me tell you why I say it's not bad. Because even if...
Okay, can we allow a young girl to speak? Gen Z, talk.
Daddy Freeze, you pray one prayer now. Let me tell you something. Even though as I am now that we have something set up for the kids, we take them we can go somewhere on vacation, right? When my birthday comes like this, if they put money together, if they do something for me, is that not financially they are taking care of me? Not be money they say buy the gift. What thing they use?
Wait, but
that's not taking care of you. Stop shifting the goalpost.
Anything my children decide to do for me, they will use money. It's not going to be free. It's not going to be magic.
But a birthday party is not them taking care of you. Taking care of you is giving you necessities.
Yes, food, clothing, and shelter.
And now necessity that can cross into the line of being a burden.
They can't give me life, so they can't give me necessity. They can't give me life.
So they are not taking care of you. Listen, you buy your mother a phone. You buy your mother the latest iPhone.
Because they're not giving you life, they can't give you necessities.
That's not necessity.
When I like to the argument when you just get any head.
Can my kids give me life? No.
Can I talk
they can care for me.
Wait, who can you give life?
Who can I give life?
Yes.
The ones when I carry for my womb.
But you know that women give birth to stillborns, right?
Yes.
Thank you.
So I'm saying
nobody gives life. Nobody gives life. Nobody gives life. You can have a stillborn. It's by the grace of God that those kids have life.
Yes. Can you give birth to your parents? You can't give birth to a parent. So what your child can do for you is to
all this na ancient mentality where they use blackmail you. Let's hear this. Sorry, before you come in, bro, she wanted to talk. Oh yeah, quiet, everybody. You
I
talk.
think I've said what I need to say though.
Okay.
I can't really remember what I wanted to say.
Okay, brother, go ahead. Let's hear you. Let's go around a bit.
Let us understand that the idea of we retiring and our parents taking care of us is only relatable to people that look like us in Africa and even here.
God will bless you.
If I drive where I am right now, if I drive 5 minutes, I will show you mansions, houses, 20-bedroom houses with almost built on like 5 acres. That's somebody's parents.
Good. Now someone just reminded me of what I wanted to say.
These people, these white people, they take care of their children and they don't expect their children to take care of them at all. Their job is to take care of their children only. Let me tell you what happens, how they live their lives. After they build, maybe they inherited money or property from their fathers and all that, they would build a big house and put their children there. Until then, the head of the family would save money to pay. These people don't do financial aid though. Don't think that all these guys do loan. They don't do loan though. They save money. Since when they give birth to their children, they start putting money in that child's account. When the child is 18 and is ready to go to college, they pay outrightly so that it doesn't carry out any debt. It's people like us that do loan. White people don't do loan. Their parents pay it off. Now, they keep them in the homes. They don't pay rent throughout college. If they want to stay on campus, they will pay for them to go to, and they will be working in McDonald's, just $5, $10 job, just to have money to drink beer. Their parents are constantly taking care of them. When these people start their own family, they start taking care of their own children too. That is the cycle. The moment we feel like we have an expectation, if you do something willingly, that is my daddy's birthday, what does he like? Let's buy him a Rolex watch. While you go to his house and deliver it to him in his comfort zone, you have added to his Rolex watches. You are not sending money. Daddy takes money to parents. He has built a house already. That is the house you lived, and it's comfortable. He's relying on his pension. He's not owing anybody. He has paid off all his debt, and he's just chilling at home. In that kind of situation, you won't say, oh, my parents, come and pray for me. Come and send money to me. If you don't send money to me, you're a bad child. It's your brother that is taking care of me. You are abandoning me. I'm suffering. It is poverty and lack of planning. That is the truth. Because we've been deprived as a people. So we always have an expectation from our children, from our neighbors, from everybody. And when they don't do it, they are not good people to us. Because that is, and like Daddy Priest said, believe it or not, we need to cut off that culture. It's not even a culture. We have, the one has moved past that level. You have to prepare yourself to take care of yourself first, take care of your children, and prepare yourself for your future. Don't expect anything from anybody. Because if you have your kids, me, I have my kids, all my kids are in America and the UK. They are not in Nigeria. These people don't send you. Nigerian children that will remember you to give you something. They don't send you. They're not going to send money to you. They won't send money to you. You can't even ask them for money. You'll be too embarrassed to ask them for money. If they buy you a gold watch or buy you a car or buy you anything, you'll be shocked because they are not trained mentally to even remember to buy you anything. It's not their job. It is your job to prepare for your own future. It is your responsibility to prepare for their own future. And you take care of yourself. That's why you're a parent. So that's my position on that. It's not, I know we have this ideology, we have this mentality, but the world has moved past that. I'm telling you, okay, look at all the Yahoo boys making money now. Go and look at their parents. They are selling paper. They don't even remember their parents. They are thinking about the next Benz, the next gold chain. You think they remember their parents? Send money to their parents every month? Go and find out all these millionaires living in Lekki. Go and find out where their parents are living in Ikorodu, Oshodi, and Ketu.
Whoa,
Selling
someone just
pepper
said something
in the market. They don't remember
so
them
bad.
because this takes
Nigeria is hard,
time.
so make it
People
harder
are
for your
thinking.
kids.
They are thinking
Whoa.
beyond. They're not even looking backwards.
God forbid. What
So
do you
you have
mean?
the responsibility of taking care of yourself, making sure you don't suffer
Say
when you're
Nigeria
old.
is hard. So me, I am harder.
You see, eh?
Wait, there was something I wanted to say.
I go, when I don't calm my sister down. If you see as I go, the type inside comment section.
Can I see what I wanted to say before things get rough again?
Sorry, I go on her phone.
Can I?
There's a thing I want to drop because some people are not understanding this thing that's happening. Okay, when may their soul rest in peace. When my mother was alive, okay, my mother had this rheumatism in her words because the shop, her own shop, they different from the house. So if they trek or you go enter keke or something, go the shop. You understand? So me on my own, I come back for Christmas. I come to say that sometimes I say this place, this our compound here. We can push up for there. He say, but you don't want to disturb us. I come put 3 shops in front of the house. I not just say make you not take care of your parents. But don't make them say the entitlement, they born you, you must take care of them. You must do this, you must go beyond your expectation just to take care of them. I don't go thief. My mama don't they go that shop before I come Lagos. But now when I get the money, I feel say, I can do it, I do it. You understand me?
Yes, no.
I do it confidently. At the end of the day, you don't even see juicy shop. See it buy.
As
I build and finish, you know, use the shop, it buy. But now when I get, but some people will go to say, because of say their mama do this thing, make I go do this one. Because of say my mama do this one, or because I dey do this one, make I go do a low show. Just take no. When you are raising your kids, I want our generation to do something. When you are raising your kids, learn how to take care of yourself. Keep service. If now one, if you born them.
Generation millennials.
This is our generation of parents. There's something when that the free stop one day. When if they go, if they travel, say go there for business class, you go put in picking for economy. Me, I go to am. Because now me they hustle the money. I go there that business class balance. I go put you for economy. I will come ask you after. I hope you're okay. I go back to my seat.
Tony said it the other day now. You cannot be, you see, listen, I tell my children all the time, I have to buy you shoe, I have to buy you cloth, I don't have to buy you Gucci. You want Gucci, you buy yourself Gucci. Now maybe you came first in your set, or you did a brain tingling achievement in anything. I can now decide, okay, I'll buy you a pair of Gucci shoes to celebrate a phenomenal achievement. For my wife, I dey shop for Gucci. For myself, I dey shop for Gucci. For my children, I dey shop for Primark.
That's not even true, but
okay, Top Shop, Zara. Where do you guys shop?
Exactly.
No, I want that mentality for me, because what that lady was saying, this and that. If there is a need, your parents is sick. Fine and good. You have the money. Take care of them. But not just say, because of say that you want for my old age. I want make you carry me go America. I go born 100 children, keep for grand. Yeah. They wait for them for my old age. But
all
that
right.
one, take care of yourself. Even before the old age, me self, I want to enjoy before that old age self.
We have my lovely sister Remy in the house.
I enjoy myself.
We have Remy in the house.
Hi, Daddy Freeze. Hello, everybody.
Hello, Remy. What are your thoughts?
Hi.
So, yes, I'm with you on this one 100%. But, you know what? When it comes to these few things, trigger Nigerians. Religion, marriage.
Remy's not well.
Triggers Nigerians, though. Does not allow them to, some of them, not all of them, to think before they do them. Parents, and politics. And then I'll put football at the end of that list. You know. So, I get where everyone's coming from, you know. People who are saying that they want to take care of their parents and all of that. If we go on talking about it, we'll keep going back and forth on that debate. But I don't even want to talk about that. But I want to talk about parents that have done so much damage in the lives of their children. But Nigerians, the moment they open their mouths and want to share, especially mothers, fathers, yes. But the moment you say, my mom did this to me, it becomes a problem for a lot of people. How can you say your mother did this to you? There's a curse on your head. No matter what your mom does to you, you should take it. You should still love her all the same. You should still take care of her all the same. And that's why we have a lot of angry adults out there, because they've not been given the opportunity. They've not been given the opportunity to process that trauma, because it's their parents that did that to them.
Remy, you're on fire today. In fact,
damage
you are a tornado. Today, you are boiling.
In the lives of their children.
Me and my mama still get this argument the other day. I tell my mama, say I get trauma from child. My mama tell me, say I don't know what they talk. I vex.
It's not true. You know. So there are lots of people, the moment they mention their mom, someone said in the comment section, no matter what your mom does to you, she's still your mom.
That's a lie.
And people cover up that trauma, and they're living with it because they are afraid to share. They're afraid to bring it up so that people will not ridicule them or invalidate their pain. And the worst part, you see, if other people hurt you, it might not cause that much deep trauma. But when your parent does, when it's coming from a parent, especially a mother, it's worse. And people like that end up marrying the wrong partner because it follows them into their marriage. And then they have a messed up marriage. Why? Because they have not processed the trauma that their parent caused, and they don't know what is right. They're not able to, they're not able to recognize what love really is, what love should look like, what intimacy should look like, what a healthy relationship should look like. And so they end up making wrong decisions in their marriage, and it goes on and on and on like that because they have not processed it. But when that's the issue with a lot of Nigerians. It's your mother. It's that. Allow them to process their pain the way they want to. If someone says, my mother has hurt me, and because of that, I do not want to talk to her, I do not want to take care of her, leave them alone and mind your business. Allow them to process their pain the way they want to. Okay, and let them listen to them. So that's my point. There are so many people out there that their mothers have destroyed their lives and still destroying their lives today, but they cannot talk about it because it's a curse the moment you open your mouth. And that's because it's somewhere in the scripture. They will say, it's in the Bible. Do not do this to your parents or your life will be cut short.
How many things are written in that Bible that they do?
But they also say parents do not provoke your
children. The Bible also says, you are right. I taught you well. I raised you well.
But Nigerians don't want to. A lot of Nigerians don't want to hear that one.
They don't fight you.
They don't want that one.
Who?
They cherish it.
This was a long time ago, though.
This
was a long time ago.
So there are people. Let people come and share their story about what their moms have done. There are some moms that have slept with their the daughter's husbands, but they are too ashamed to share. They are too ashamed to say. There are moms causing damages till tomorrow. And you know what? Because they know that they are Nigerian moms and they have this immunity, they think that they do. They feel they can say anything to their children.
Exactly.
They can do anything to their children.
Parents always think they have immunity because the relationship of a parent and a child is always put, the responsibility of a relationship between a parent and a child is always put on the child. She's
in Nigeria.
But you never hear things like she's still your daughter. It's always she's still your mom.
Wisdom.
Whether you forgive your mom, who cares? But your mom's forgiveness matters.
I know. Allow people to process their pain the way they want to. We have so many. Look, I know someone that is in his 50s. Till today, he wears me out with talks about how his father embarrassed him as a kid because he has not been able to process it. That's why even in his 50s, he still keeps talking about it. My father embarrassed me one day. My dad hit me on the head. My dad said this. My dad said that. My dad
keeps talking about something.
But at university, I was in university. There is this girl in our hostel. We go to park. They go back. Now during vacation, now make we they go back house. This girl know they go house.
Me too. When I was at a point in my life, I know they go house.
Oh.
Then one day I just woke up and said, these people are not going to drive me out of this house. Instead, let me go drive them. I begin to go the house.
Why you know they go house now? Everybody they go house. You know go feel lonely. He said that house, they say they don't traumatize. I say, wait, here, we can't find. We talk. Can't find out. Say the papa don't rape her before.
Hey.
So that trauma to go back, go see that man, and he tell him, mama, you know what thing mama tell him?
No scatter my marriage.
Make, you understand? When the girl go back house, you know that shame, that trauma to go. As he talk for school, we know they ask him again, you they go house. No. We nobody they ask him again. All of us will be roommates. All of us, if we they go just leave, even our food stuff, go leave and for them. They go. He won't tell me say this kind of person. They go say, honor your mother and your Abby. tomorrow you go tell is still your father, be?
And so
Nonsense.
they will say that if your parents, if
Wait,
We
why
need
is
to
everybody
unlearn
bringing up
something.
the hard
I know,
ones?
if
What
they'll
about the
say the parents
small
should
ones
lay
that
a
are annoying?
course,
Like which ones?
yeah,
Like
Yes.
normal small ones, like just I don't know, just the way your friend could offend you, right? There are ways that parents actually just offend their kids the way they would offend every other human being. I feel like everyone is bringing up the hardcore, as in the serious problems like rape and
Sorry.
like like
to
Forcing.
take
like
someone forcefully,
yeah, taking someone forcefully, or
Mhm.
there are still other things that parents do, like even if it's the petty things, that things like flogging your kids like crazy in class, like coming to school.
Flogging is still okay. There are some
I'm
words
not saying
that
there's anything
parents
wrong with
use.
flogging your kids,
What?
There
but
are
when
some
you
words that cut so deep that doesn't ever go away.
Which one is
There are
that?
words that cut so deep.
Word. Yay.
There are some
people beat
words
their
that cut
children
so
in
deep.
class.
No, if
You
my
know, it
parents
even
ever beat
hurts
me in class.
more than
The thing
caning
is,
a
you guys might
child.
say it's normal, but your kids can actually still have you in their mind,
You know,
especially if they grow up and now okay, they have their own kind of moral compass and they're reasoning. But you were really tweaking, because what I did wasn't that deep. Do you understand? It's even going to make them even more angry because now they're thinking, but it was not that serious. So why did you almost kill me in front of my crush? Because
and some
Ah.
parents will intentionally. It is so common with Nigerian mothers that when they know that they have a child that is good looking, they would want to say the worst things and embarrass you in school or anywhere possible just to destroy your self-esteem, just so that it doesn't get into your head. And this sometimes doesn't heal. Do you know what I mean? And some of them don't even defend their children. It is horrible. It is a lot, but we are not ready to have this conversation. Not a lot of people want to
You
talk
are not
about
ready.
it.
Only this one that the freeze they talk. If you read comment section, as in I go to say waiting.
They don't cost me tire now.
You understand?
I know, right? Someone said they even cut the girl's head to make her ugly. Exactly. And she may
Yes.
never ever get over it. They are too extreme. And the thing is, so this generation, some of us, some people are still doing the exact same thing, or they think it's the right way to raise their own kids by putting fear in their children. You know, fear, and then
Let me
messing
give you
them up.
one joke. When these ones were younger, I sat down with them one day. I opened all the STIs in the world. I say, if a man touches you, these are all the diseases you will get. Baba, now they say they go marry, they no go let their husband touch them. Many years later, when they were past 18, and now we now soften that up. One of my daughters says she doesn't want to do it even in marriage. I say, hey, what did we go on? Because you see, we're taught with fear. The more you make them afraid, the more you will get out of them. That's how our parents raised us, with fear. Pop my money gun, no. TikTok people. Now don't abandon us. If you're watching on
And
YouTube,
boys.
super chat, super sticker, super likes, where you type your message, bottom right hand side, you will see how to buy my super chats and super stickers and super likes. A rectangle with a dollar sign in the middle. Click on it. If you're watching on Facebook, buy my stars. Nobody has bought stars the whole day. That's not nice. Go to Facebook, Daddy Freeze, DADDYFREEZE. Click on today's video, bottom left hand corner on Facebook, buy my stars. Sorry, continue. I just needed to say my
It's all
market.
right. So if someone says that they don't talk to their parents, or they don't want to go home, or they don't want to ever, they're not helping their parents, even though their parents are in poverty, they brought that poverty on themselves. All right? They have done that on themselves. So if a child says he's not going to help his parent, or she's not going to help her parent, they should let them be. Those are causes. Don't say, oh, there's a curse on your head. Oh, a child that disobeys or does not honor their parents will not live long. Let them be. Let them manage their trauma. Let them process their trauma. If it takes them 20 years to process it, leave them. All right, so that it doesn't affect, because it is like a domino effect. It falls back on everything else that goes on in their life, unless they break it. unless they break that circle of negativity, because it will keep going on. Because the mom will say, well, my mom did that to me. My mom said that to me.
Oh my God, what's with that excuse?
I know.
They don't like to hear it.
What is that excuse? Like every time I hear it, the only, like, I don't know, there was a time when, do you remember when mom used to be like, you lack compassion, what is wrong with you? But like it got to the point where, like, if you said it to me, obviously I wouldn't say it, but it's like, well, that's too bad. Like, that is too bad. Sorry, honey. Because what do you want me to do?
My mom did it to me. Now you are doing it to us. You know how that made you feel when your mom did that to you?
But you know, the
Yes,
problem is
doing
when
it
they were
something.
doing it, that's why I say mindset. Mindset is the foundation of success. Because when your parents did it to you, you didn't like it, but they put it in your
Yes.
mind that it is possible.
Yeah.
And then you
Yeah.
do it. There are many things my parents did to me that I do to them, and I give them
Yes.
that excuse. I said, do you know what we went through during our own time?
It's not even about
I know.
that. The thing is, it's not even in the conscious part of your mind. It's in like your paradigm. Do you understand? You don't even know you're doing it. Most of the time, I feel like I notice that most parents that, let's say, I'm a parent who I like my dad more, but I hated my mom for the things she did to me. I tend to now act like my mom. Like, I don't know how to explain. I've noticed that most
But
parents
you
are
said the
like
apple
that.
doesn't fall far from the tree.
It happens, and the thing is, they'll not tell you things like you're
Word.
just like your mom, and you're like, don't
Go
say
say
that.
that.
Don't say
But
the thing
this
is,
thing where she
that's
talk.
how deep it is.
I like my dad, my mom more than my dad, but I ended up being more like my
Yes,
dad.
it happens.
Yeah.
I didn't know
Where
that.
did you get that from? Who
I
taught
didn't
you
know.
that?
I noticed it,
Oh,
but I also
shit.
read
Yeah.
it somewhere. But like, you know,
That's
when
what
you
they
notice
say.
something, then you read something, it's like, you know, I told you to buy me the Psychology for Dummies book.
Yes.
But
If you
yeah.
have a parent that is toxic, stay away from them. Because it
I
will
say
eat
it
you
all the
up.
time.
Stay
I
away
say
from
it.
them.
I said
For the
this
sake
at a
of the
point in my life.
generations that
Some
are
people tell
still
you need
coming.
both parents. Babanlairo. Let me tell you, when I was between 15 and 28, I did not need my dad. All he gave me that time was toxicity. So when you say they need two parents, as in all my dad gave me that period was trauma that I still haven't gotten rid of today. Me and my dad are cool now, but all those years, the trauma has not left me. Do you know that I wake up, I'm 48 years old, and I wake up, I'm quarreling with my dad in the house we lived in Arimo 30 years ago.
It's still there, you see? It's still there. The apple does not fall far from the tree. So to stay away from a toxic parent. They've got issues. If they cannot take care of themselves and remove whatever it is that they have about themselves that is ugly, if they can't deal with it, I thank God my dad was not like that. Yeah, this thing you said. One day my dad said to us, myself and my siblings, that he would never have to wait for us before he can feed, before he would take care of himself. And when he said that to me, when I heard the first time I heard that, I thought I was kind of offended. I said, "What sort of thing is that?" It sounded like a curse to me because he said it in Yoruba, you know. And I thought, why? Then my aunt explained to me that it is actually a prayer. You know, that he will not have to wait.
Remy,
for
the
you
prayer
to
I'm praying today, your father saw it 30 years ago. Meanwhile,
Yes.
Olodos in my timeline. I don't want to start mentioning their name. They cannot see
They
it.
don't understand. They don't understand.
I'm
And
not saying
do you know
don't
the
take care
thing
of your
is-
parents,
Do you know the thing is?
but don't pray that you don't need to.
Your kids
You
can
don't
be taking
have
care
to
of you
wait.
financially and not even like you.
Yes, now.
And that's the only way that religion has even saved you in this country, because they'll be doing it based on,
Religion.
do you know, on religion, but deep down they don't even like you. They don't like you for real.
True.
So I understand where some people may be coming from. They want to like.
What happened to that girl now? That girl for my hostel. Do you think that any of us, none of us, till we graduated, none of us asked her to go back home? Or is they are still your parents? That was then, oh. And some people will tell you it's still your father. Is that still your father? She's supposed to stay away from that home. If you see her for school, she not dey talk to anybody. She always on her own.
I just need to say that. Yes.
Even to get boyfriend, she no gree get. If you see man like this, it go be like say something. Na devil dey come.
Yeah, so
And for people like this, the mother, why will you even cover up for this kind of thing? Wetin she talk, she say the mama tell her say no go talk am outside o, make people no go laugh their family o, no go talk say this and that. My marriage o, as it wey no make sense.
that's it. The mother, there's another mom will blame the child even and say, "Oh,
You want to destroy my family." You want to ruin my family.
To unlearn something.
No, Nigerians don't want to unlearn. We are not ready to unlearn.
No.
Those things they taught us in the foolishness and myopic mindset of the previous generation. You see, I sit down, I look at it, and we say we have this African culture, we are Africans, we're Africans. This is our Africa. What has it done for us? All of you here, is either you are abroad or you are planning to run abroad. 90% of the people in my comment section are either abroad or planning to run abroad or visiting Nigeria to go back to abroad. Meanwhile, we're Africans. What has that Africanness done for us? So, the woman, I feel sorry for the woman. Let me be very honest. I feel very sorry for her. That's Shatta Wale's mom. Let me see if I can bring somebody else. Don't go, guys. I like you here.
Based on somebody's mom.
Yes. The woman said the son never took care of her for 10 years. And she went on social media.
There's a reason for it.
Now, if your mother can go to social media to say that, unless your mother is already a social media content creator.
That's toxic too.
It's toxic.
It is toxic.
Even if she's a social media
it is your failure. If your child doesn't want to talk to you, your child has refused to speak to you for 10 years, you have failed. What did you do?
Not necessarily. My own children have refused to speak to me because their mother got into their head. And when you take children abroad, you know that abroad mentality too. They will not want to think abroad makes you feel.
But you know the thing is, if they ask them, what did you do, they are going to say exactly what their mom told
them to say yes now.
So at the end of the day, there's always something.
No, now the same thing why they talk now. The one where the papa firstly.
Yes.
If another person now, they go house, so he will graduate. We stay 5 years for school due to crisis and everything. And after that, I don't know whether he go back to school. Sorry, to go. She went back home. You understand? Tomorrow night, the mama go come outside saying in Pikin, never see Pikin, never talk to her for 10 years. Abi? People for comment section go start to dey shout for her. No, the Buruku Pikin. She don't go university. She don't forget her parents. But they don't know the genesis of the matter.
It's like the good doctor.
Now only the genesis of the matter.
And you watched him there.
Hi, sis.
For light
You're muted.
Yes, no. Because the father kept making fun of him in his condition.
And because the mom allowed it to happen.
Thank you. Sometimes when people go come outside for social media talk, I go tell them say, until say social media in our life.
No.
What happened?
It's not real life. Social media is not real life. DF, I think there should be a topic where people will come and share, if possible, what their parents have done to them. Our ears will be full. Mothers especially, because yes, we are used to hearing fathers not being there.
My father abandoned me. There was a time in my life I was praying for my father to abandon me so that I can have peace. I'm not making it up. I don't talk this thing before. One day my mother and my father fought. When my mother found out that my father had a second wife, my mother now said she wanted to pack out of the house. Now me help my mama go look for a house.
Dear.
My mother, she will hate me for this thing I talk, but mommy, When my mother refused to leave there, I fight my mama, say, after all the work we've done to help you find a house, why are you not leaving? They'll come tell you, say,
like this, when you see say your children psychological this thing is going away, it must not be say the husband cheats. Like wetin I dey tell people. For that thing wey happen to my friend, a sensible mother no suppose pack comot for the psychological of that child health, mental health to be okay. But they go say, she need her father. Everybody need her father.
Now the nonsense wey they always talk with that one now.
There are some Nigerian moms that when they want to discipline their daughter or their son, they would tear off their clothes in public. People, they just want to ridicule that child in front of everyone and strip them naked. I don't get why. Why? And some parents are still doing that till
today.
today.
The point. Because they are not going to take the correction. They are only going to remember that look what you did to me.
Exactly.
Not only that clothes now you go can't remember, abi?
Exactly. Like who cares about what I did anymore? My crush saw my bum on the road. Like why? I'm not talking to you.
No, that kind of one. No.
You know say Nigeria, there is some of the things. Nigeria, they know they want listen and learn or say, this thing is affecting us, let's learn. No, because my mama they do them, my forefather do them, my forefather do them, they go continue to do them.
Thank you, Rita. The circle of trauma. We need to
every time I remember that
people,
we sold ourselves, like nothing.
Sit down with 10 people, right? 10 Nigerians. You'll find 9 of them have low self-esteem. If they might be the wealthiest, they might have all the money or everything, but they have low self-esteem. They're still struggling with low self-esteem. And where did that come from? From their parents. And they will still pass it on to their children. And their children, and it will keep
I know people who were forced by pastors. And they told their mother that the pastor forced me. And the first question the mother asked was, what did you wear to the pastors?
Yeah.
I swear. You tempted a man of God. God bless you.
And you know what? They say something. They said, when a child is born, so is the mom.
A mother is born when the child is born. Hey,
yes.
I'm hearing things today.
But some mothers they don't have that instinct.
Exactly.
Some fathers don't.
It's the line. You are not a mother yet. The day you give birth to your first child, as the child is born, the mother too is born.
Like this parenting,
but for some people, it's not like that. They don't have that instinct. They're not able to emotionally bond with their child or children. So they don't connect with their kids. We have narcissistic mothers as well who don't connect with their kids. They mess up their kids. They destroy their children. And they cause that rift. They are the ones causing the rift between siblings. They have the favorite child, they have a child that is the scapegoat, and they have the one that they neglect. All right, so it's there. That thing is there. They have that one that is their favorite, and even though that one is their favorite, they still mess up that one's life.
Yes.
Now, up in life now. Now I know they ever get sense. The favorite.
Yes, because they will use that one as a tool or as a weapon against others and their father as well. There are more. Look,
and those ones grow up into people pleasers.
That some
now
they don't have to be
unhappy people pleasers. Like
there's one of them. One of you is like that I try to collect that thing from, but I don't go talk.
They don't have to
one
be
on one. Me
a
and you go
witch
talk.
spiritually. They're witches physically. You know. So there are some moms like that. They will cause that fight. They will backbite. They will gossip about one child. They will just deliberately hate one child.
You know when I say you guys don't you don't know what it is like to have a European mother. I swear to God.
Yes, my father was like that.
One day I knelt down and I thank God for not giving me 2 Nigerian parents. You can never understand it. As in, my mother thinks left, my father thinks right. As in, you wonder that how are these people? As in, my mom. If I call my mother now that, mommy, I'm not happy. You cannot say that. You cannot say that. You are happy. You are. My mother will be pumping positivity into you. As in, if those days when I was going to say I failed, my mother said, no, you cannot say.
Grandma likes to fix things.
Yes.
People.
My mom likes to fix things and people.
So that could actually be it. At the end of the day,
And
parents.
for some mothers, yeah, if you like your father, you are a goner. Or look at it. Someone said, Remy, that's my mom. My mom backbites me to my siblings. You see? And then you come, if this person now says he doesn't want to talk to his mom for the next 10 years, then somebody will now
Then someone will now say you have to
face
talk to your
of the
mother.
person.
I swear, now the kind of things where they make me vex, no pass like this.
Nonsense and ingredients.
You know, the thing is, there's this whole parents and child psychology, but the psychology for mothers and children is so much more deeper, especially when it's a
Yes.
mother and daughter. Because the thing is,
Yeah.
your mother can be jealous of you, even if she,
Oh, yes,
even if
absolutely.
she does love
There
you.
you
Like
go.
sometimes it shows it in little ways, and sometimes those
There you
kids that
go.
they tend to hate on the most, they see themselves in her.
In that, yeah.
It's like you have all the opportunities
Doing what they wanted to.
Yes.
Achieving what they wanted to. Yeah.
That's why they can enter your room and you're relaxing and they're like,
Yeah.
Why
They
should
don't
you
want to
why
relax?
see
should
you
you be
happy.
relaxing? After I
Yeah.
created this conducive environment for you.
Sometimes
You're
I
still
know I can be
relaxing.
like that too. Sometimes I can just decide. Everything is stressful, and then one person now relaxing. As in, can't you feel the stress?
You're playing the game that I bought.
No, I'm not. That one is.
No, I'm giving an
That
example.
one is. Let me give you an example there. When children watch television, like yesterday, let me tell you what happened yesterday. I went to ShopRite to buy hot bread. I don't eat bread because I don't normally eat carbs. But I went to ShopRite. Taste Buds went to the market, as in inside market, to go and price ingredients and get new suppliers and stuff. So she was calling me. She could not get a cab. That kind of market, you cannot drive there. Then you could not get an Uber. So she was coming in a native taxi. You know those native taxi. We know they get headline. We can't go. So I said, babes, you'll be very hungry when you get home. Let me buy bread. So I went to ShopRite. There was bread on the shelves, but they were baking one. So I said, okay, let me buy their gizzard. They have this pepper gizzard in ShopRite. So I'll just buy hot bread. We'll now be using the hot bread to be eating the gizzard and the sauce. It's so nice. Did you like it yesterday?
All right.
Now, so I bring bread, come house, hot bread, where I wait for 20 minutes for them to bake the bread. The bread was so hot that it was giving steam. I now got home. By the time Taste Buds came, had her shower, we sat down. One of the kids or the nanny now took the hot bread and put it in the fridge.
Oh, dear.
Hey!
Say you see reaction.
Oh, my God.
So by the time we came out to it, they brought us cold bread, and guess what? I don't know who sent that one. She now went to slice the bread.
Oluwa.
Bread that we bought so that we'll be tearing and be packing gizzard.
Oh, dear.
Now, I asked her younger sister, I said, do you want to eat bread and gizzard? She said yes. So that one knew I was coming home with bread and gizzard. But because her mind no did, her mind did the television where she they watch. So she just put the bread on top table, counter for kitchen, go they watch her television. Nanny too come there, see bread. Instead of me, she asked, what's this bread for? Now she proceed to slice the bread and refrigerate the bread.
Because we normally don't buy on slice.
Because normally we don't buy on sliced bread. So I didn't buy this for the house. I bought it for me and the mom. And of course, everybody else will have a little bit. Then there'll always be one extra loaf that they can do whatever they want with. But I just wanted that hot bread to be using to pack that pepper gizzard and be sweating. Taste Buds could not eat the bread. They now went to bake. Went to heat the bread for me in the oven. The bread now turned to toast.
My God.
Oh, no, microwave for like 30 seconds or 20 seconds would have been.
As in, it can never be. You know what fresh bread is? You will mold the middle of the bread like this, you turn to amala.
So press that now.
Hey, ShopRite bread. Each one was 117. That's what pained me. I did not even need to buy two. I should have just bought one, but I just felt that just in case people want, maybe tomorrow someone wants to eat bread, let me just buy an extra one. That's why I waste my 3-4.
There is this story that I remembered. You know, I grew up with my uncle, my dad's immediate elder brother in Lagos here. So the wife is like as in the wife is so kind. The husband is this kind of harsh person. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So the wife, because of the background where they come from, where we say you don't want that toxicness, all those kind of, you do something, you go come shout for you, cost you. She know they do her. We go do bad thing like this. The woman till today, even to cause person, I know they fit. Because the woman, if we do something way bad like this, you go say, God go bless you, God go bless you. This thing go the best time. God go bless you. You don't do this one, no. God go bless you. God go bless you. Because I come out and say, why they do like this? Say, because in your mama, if you do small things, you don't cause her. You don't go better for you. You don't go do this. You don't go do this. So she unlearn that thing. Then they raise your children. You don't go ever cause in children. Instead of that, you go use. Not that God go bless you. When do you do this thing? My sister go. The daughter now. All of us grow up. We cook vegetable soup finish. Before you know, that one say, you know when you cook vegetable finish, we won't eat them now. That one go warm and again, pack water. Hey, she was mad that day. I sit down. He go say, you do this one. Hey, God go bless you. Oh, God go bless. If you see him, he go not say she the boy, but she no one cost you. So till tomorrow, if you tell and say, any of the pikin, will be 3 where she raised, 2 children, she born 1 girl, 1 boy, and me where she raised. If you tell and say we cost person, you go say lie, they no fit cost you. Because that's one issue they do. We know they fit even cost person. So I go come raise my own children now. You dey see that thing, that mentality don't dey my head. I no go fit do that thing. But some people go to say, my mama cost am. Now so my mama take cost me. Now so my mama take raise me. No, she unlearn am. Now waiting that the priest they try to take most of you now. Unlearn am. Your mama born 10 children because he won't make una the this thing. Make una they take care of them for old age. Make this one they bring this one. Unlearn am. If now one you go born one. They enjoy yourself. They put your money for your old age.
If parents don't bond with their children and show them what true love is and friendship, show them what it means, these children will not know what to look for in a partner. And they will settle for less. And then you know what? Some people wonder why they end up with a narcissist all the time. Do you understand why they attract narcissists or why they attract people that abuse them, either mentally or physically or emotionally? That's because they recognized it. Their brain kind of recognized it because it's what they grew up with. Do you understand? They grew up with that abuse. So when they see it in a person, in a man or in a woman, it is what they recognize and then they will embrace it.
And they're not
I hope you are learning.
And they're not comfortable in comfort. Like when they meet someone who's right and not toxic, they don't recognize it.
They will say, no, this is fake, this cannot be real.
Yes, it's staged. It's not real.
As I am now,
it's not real.
As I am now, translated from Yoruba, Moshe Wai, I'm unlearning the toxicity that was put in me from my childhood till about 25. I'm still unlearning it now.
Yeah.
I'm still unlearning it. And I've not even gone halfway. Sometimes I take it out on my kids. Every year, I'm sure they notice that I improve a little bit. I try to get a little bit better. But it's not easy. Now, let me now tell you something. If you watch that Shatta Bandu's reply to his mother, I don't know if you watched it. Shatta Wale's reply to his mother. He said that he got along better with his stepmother. Go and watch that video. Let me tell you a story. Let me tell you a story of a wedding I emceed. Baba, they come meet me as MCO. Now MC work I collect too. They come meet me, say, the papa say that I must not put him beside his ex-wife on the high table. I doesn't want to see her on the high table. Move back down onto your long. Now, grace of God, I take manage the wedding. So after the wedding, I now was talking to the guy because the guy is my friend, and the guy told me that, the guy hated the father because I told him, I said, your father-in-law is very harsh. The guy said, I hated that man for so long because he whipped my wife and there were marks and left marks on her back. So one day I now was talking to the wife. I was now like, Homo, you must have really gone through a lot too. She said that she thanks God for her stepmom. That her mother was wild and she learnt wildness from her mother. But her stepmom was the one that was always calming her down. So one day, the boy and the stepfather had the opportunity to talk. And the boy expressed to his stepfather, father-in-law, the girl's father, had the opportunity to talk. And he mentioned those scars. And the father said, I did it for you. He did not understand it until he saw his wife's mother in action. The father had to literally flog that madness out of the daughter because the daughter was behaving like them. Never seen woman will go mad for you, lock your shirt. So, Baba, now, we're nothing will worry. So, even though this is an extreme case, sometimes some parents transfer their toxicity.
Yes. To their
Wait,
children.
by the end of the day, she said that it was her stepmom who counted, like basically her stepmom
Who
changed her.
taught her how to? When the father is raging, the stepmom will be the one calming her. The mother was the father's, what do they call it? There's a word for it, trigger. There are some people, there are some that are very easy to trigger.
Yeah.
If you just keep triggering them before you know it, they will, why are you slap? But there are some people who know not to trigger people. So the stepmom understood how not to trigger the dad. The mom was triggering the dad 24/7. The dad, they flog and they fight, they lock their shirt. You understand? Neighbors, they gather. So
He was flogging his wife.
as in, they were fighting physical, but because he's stronger than her, at the end of the day, he overcome her. And the daughter was learning those traits from the mom. The mom never married, no husband. Baba, you marry her 2 months, one day she will wake up, slap you. It's either you slap her back or you run. At the end of the day, no man agree marry the mama. Meanwhile, this mad, crazy military man that was the father, the stepmother stayed with him all through.
I don't ask for anywhere. Can you get the photo?
There are some people, like me, for instance. There was a time my ex was spreading rumors that I used to beat her. Baba, we dey always fight. He get the way you go slap me, you go lock my cloth. Me too, I go begin lock your own cloth before you know we dey fight. But you go come be like, because they see man and woman they fight, they enter this. And because I strong past you, e get where we go rack reach. I go dey. Now me go dey win. So by the time people come, is it that they see me punching away or pushing away? Or, do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Baba, e get level where they go attack you physically. You go respond as man. I'll give you an instance. One day, fight starts. I won't run, come out for house. She tear my cloth. Can't lock the door. So it's either I fight or I flee. I'm not going to allow somebody to blind me or to buy me. Baba, now so we enter box skin. Be. I'm a street boy. I always tell people that. I'm a street boy. If I 2 places now I go hit you, big, you go just stay down. As in, you go there down, you're like, what's that? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then, I've never, ever had any reason to hit taste buds before. Even at the highest level of provocation. Even when she gives reasons. You understand? Like, so there was a time that she went to school and they said, we heard that your dad used to beat my mom. Or your mom? She said, no. And even when my mom annoys him, it doesn't be. Abi, how did you say that?
I don't remember.
I know I can shout. I know I can. I'm good at shouting and I lose my. And I start. And sometimes once I start to shout like this, I feel they shout, they go for a week. Small thing I will they shout. So I try not to start shouting because once I start it, I then cannot control it. So I know that one. Then I know I can be very pushy. But you see that raise hand, slap woman. There was what was that? I'm aware that NEPA officials way off the lights are toxic father. There was a time one of the kids, not her, she was supposed to do something, and now did not do it. And I went to her. I said, you know what? I will beat you. You think I cannot beat you? I will beat you. In fact, I will report you to your mother. I can't think and say, I'm not supposed to beat girl. I said, I will report it. The girl said, no, please beat me.
Yeah,
When she heard the mama say no, 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 no. I can't look and say me, I be ma. I can't weak that they say The girl said no, please beat me. I say because I just you know that I not threat had a threat. I don't feel beat him, but I tell you, say you think I cannot beat you? I will beat you. I can't think and say why I go even the beat woman. Okay, you know what? I'll report it to your man. I say no, 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 please beat me. Because you know, say the mama, hey, big, 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 big. At a point, I used to report children to their mother. Say your children, this.
And then she started feeling bad anytime we
When I
asked
now
him to say,
saw,
"Oh."
when I now saw the effect, that slap, we go waka enter the slap baka. I just stopped. I just started to shout. I know say, and let me tell you one thing with kids. I tell my kids this all the time. You don't like me shouting, but when I shout, I get results. If you tell them do this, do this, do this, they will not do it. The day you shout, from that day, they'll begin to do it. But they don't like shouting. So I used to tell them, okay, help me. So what I do now is I don't shout. I just go to their room, pack all their phone, pack their video game console, off their TV, switch off the internet,
magic.
finish.
I know.
That one they work. But here abroad, if you do that one, they go fight you.
They walk back.
It works all the time.
Say, I don't go and pack all their phones. For like 3 days, they don't go see phone. They go first, they do like say no, they no feel them. After a while, they go being gentle.
No, I was lucky. My dad treated us with respect, even as kids. Even if we've been caught being naughty, right? My dad will still call you into his study and ask you why you did what you did. Do you get what I mean? You say, now tell me, tell me why you've done it. Why did you do it? And because my dad was an engineer, he'll be working on his maps and whatever, acting like he's not listening to you, but he's listening actively, listening to what you're saying. And then you'll be like, all right. And you would get like 2 warnings. You warn you and say, okay, don't do it again. Do you understand? And you go and that you will not want to do it. So that was from like age 7, age 8. I don't know how we did it when I was younger, but from that age, from 8, 9, when I was, I'll say wise enough to remember, that was how my dad treated us. He will ask us why. And when he now decides to flog you or beat you or act on it or punish you, even you, the child, will know that you called for it because he had warned you like a couple of times. And even when he beats you finally, my dad would say, go and shower, then come back to the living room, then you will have a chat again. He would tell you why he had to do that, because you need to understand that for everything that you do, there are consequences. If you do something positive, you put it out there, it will come back to you. Do a negative thing, it will always come back to you. You have that, domino effect. It will always come back to you. There are consequences for everything. So he did that, and I like the way he raised us. It was good. It helped us to. It helped our confidence. Treated us like we were human beings, because even though we were kids, he allowed us to. He gave us options. Like sometimes when we go out shopping, my dad would say, "Okay, we've got 3 pairs of shoes. These are the ones here that I want you to have. Choose one."
He wouldn't just say, "Oh, I'm buying this for you, I'm doing that for you," so that you cannot make your own decision.
And then when you don't
Do you
like
understand? So my mom was a typical Nigerian mom, but thank God I had my dad. Do you get it? So there are people like that. There are still people. I believe that there are parents who are like that, who raise their kids like that. But it's way more common to see parents that are really toxic, and adults are still dealing with this trauma, and it is making. And the annoying thing is, or should I say, the unfortunate thing is, it is destroying marriages. Why? Okay, look at Nigeria for instance. Why do we have people that are angry? I rang someone the other day in
They
Nigeria.
go tell you say na Africa, we are Africa.
You understand? I rang someone
Our
in Nigeria.
tradition.
Yeah, it was a wrong number. You should have seen the way this person on the other end, the way he insulted me, shouted at me, said all sorts of things, and ended the call. I was in shock. Then I rang back. I said, "Oga, do you know me? Have we met before? I don't know, was this something I said? Maybe I don't remember that I said something to insult you or anything." He said, "No." I said, "But so why did you insult me that much? Why did you do all of that?" And he said, he's sorry. So there are angry people everywhere. I understand the situation in Nigeria, but sit them down. It goes way back.
Sometimes it's the way they raise them.
Do you understand?
The way they raise them. You understand? I dey tell people, say, for somebody to have good character, they don't need to go to school.
Thank you.
Where they carry from village, where people go there, this in Lagos, they will go marry wife from village, come, finish secondary school. What she decide, say, I want to raise my children. I don't want toxic, as in toxic in my children. I don't want this thing. He decide, he say he want to unlearn that thing. One day I tell her, say, mommy, why you always say God go bless you? God go bless you. He say, my own mama, you go use oracle, swear give you.
I think the issue is a lot of people are not consciously parents.
I have seen a family where the sons, grown-up sons, married, still kneel down for their mom.
I've never used ma for my mom before. Ma. I've never greeted my mom good morning before. It's like, "Mom, what's up? How you doing? How far?" Do you understand? Good morning. Okay, yes, I do. Hey, Mom, good morning. Yes, I've done good morning. But ma, I don't use ma for my mom. I use sir for my dad, though.
Your parents, I understand. You can kneel down, you can prostrate, you can do all of that. But to explain a situation to your mom, maybe why you did not answer a call and she's upset, then you go on your knees and you're doing that explanation on your knees.
I cannot even kneel down and greet my mother first. How?
They go come for you, they go say we are tradition.
How? That's why I say I thank God I don't have to deal with two African parents. It's madness. I dey prostrate, give my papa, may he end there. Make I dey prostrate, give my papa, they kneel down, give my mama. A person go run mad, give all of them one day.
What is it that you
So if now waiting she decide, you can decide. That's what we are trying to say. In all this sense.
Baba, let me give you one gist. First time when I followed my mother to Romania for the first time, I had a rude culture shock. My cousin, that is 9 years younger than me, used to call my mother by name. No, Romania, everybody in a name. John, I mean, how do they call people? John, your neighbor now 80-year-old, the name now John be name. Abi? So everybody say, oh, I met my cousin, say, "You are Smaranda's son." "Smaranda, is this your son?" I say, ha. Now I need to take her, say, "Nothing go happen to me." I say, "Call my mom name." Say I stubborn. Now I collect slap the first time. After a while, I go sneak. Once in a while, I go call my mom name. After a while, my mother got used to it. When I was in university, I used to call her name. Now I don't own. I used to call my mother name. All my sisters at a point used to call my mother name. I'm not joking. No. All my sisters at a point used to call my mother name, her first name. So when you see this, and my mother would not. The time she used to beat us was probably because of my papa still and the Nigerian. Because those days abroad, people they call their parents' name. You understand? I'll report you to John. Now I'm papa.
They don't do that here in the UK. They don't call their parents by their first name. I haven't seen any child do that.
In Romania, they do them. I don't see them where they call their parents' first name.
First name, no.
Yes, I've seen it.
It's mom or dad.
Mom or dad. So maybe they call their parents first. I've seen it. Maybe not UK, but Europe. They call her name, then they call her papa, then if they vex them, they'll call her name. Then sometimes when somebody is looking for you, like your mom's name is Gina. Now, where is Gina? Where? Then the people will say, Gina, then they find you. You understand? So it doesn't mean I don't love my mom. It doesn't mean I don't respect my mom. But you see, Nigerians take respect to an all new level. And I'm like that too. I've learned it, so you have to respect me.
There's some things.
You have to call me sir and kneel down. You've never knelt down to greet me in the morning before. Bad behavior. When you see me in the morning, you kneel down.
I mean, it's all right to kneel down to greet your parents or to prostrate to greet your parents. But when you want to explain something to them, like why you're late to come back, I mean, as an adult or a full-grown adult who is probably married, and you have to kneel down whilst doing that, that's another level of control.
When I did small, I know they kneel down explain. Now I become I go kneel down explain.
Yeah.
Who get time for that?
Especially for a man. I mean, it's another level of control. So what I'm just saying is that we should just allow people to process their pain.
See what somebody said. My stepsister called our stepmother by name. I shock, but I could never do it even when I tried.
You can't call your
Anyway, guys, it's been 2 hours, 30 minutes almost of a lovely conversation, and the batteries are soon going to start dying, and I'm going to come back. Agogo man, I hope you learned something today. That's why I brought you back. You all know be to talk. You all not to learn. You know, agree learn. Thunder fire you there. You must learn.
God will bless you.
God will bless you. God will bless you. God will bless you. Now, my daughter get one land where she won't sell. Make una patronize her, or she they sell land. Where is the land?
Where's the land there?
It's in Abuja, in Kuje.
In Kuje.
Is it free?
Do you say is it free? 3 bedrooms is 70M. 4 bedrooms 80M.
Are they already developed?
Yes, they're already developed.
As in they're available. It's not like
they're available.
In Abuja.
In Abuja, in Kuje, Abuja.
Selling.
Yes.
What company is selling the houses?
P1 Advantage.
Yeah, P1. I got my first land is from P1. Yeah, nice.
How are you enjoying it? Ooh.
How are you enjoying the land?
Is it an Urogonin? Mena sounds like I'm looking at me or something like that.
So if you're interested, you can.
I can't hear you.
You can't hear me?
No, she can't hear Agogomena.
No, I can hear you.
No, she can't hear Agogomena. There's no need to hear Agogomena. Agogomena today listens, not speaks. Listens.
It's alright.
Oh yeah.
I think
so if you're today is supposed to be Hot Mom's birthday, Hot Mom.
So if you're interested, you can.
Hot Mom.
You can hit me up, or you can.
Yeah, you can hit me up. I'll get a commission.
Or you can just hit me up.
No, because I said commission.
Out of my commission. So yeah.
All right. So if you are interested in getting the land, send us a message.
Abuja Kuje, it's only 80 million.
Kuje Abuja. Remember, business you do is done at your own risk. I put the disclaimer for all my clients, so I also have to put it for you, so nobody come and lock my.
For Yella.
Especially for Yella.
What?
I'm joking.
I'm
joking, but P1 is.
I'll buy for my mom.
Hey, come and buy. Be useful today. Okay.
She said she'll buy for her mom. Come and take care of your.
Come and take care of your mom. That's how good children do. Go.
I love that.
Oh yeah, come and buy land for your mom. Oh yeah.
Do they see it? Nah, I don't think they can see it.
Don't worry, you post it on your social media handle.
Alright. But 70M for 3-bedroom terrace duplex.
Okay.
And 80M. It's not bad at all. It's in Kuje. Kuje is still a developing area, but it's just 20 minutes from the airport and 15 minutes from Abuja Centenary City.
My own is that number one, the P1 is tested and trusted.
12 years.
That's it.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you.
It tested
Wow,
and
what a
trusted.
coincidence.
Yeah.
When did you buy this
So
land?
No, it was her friend,
I
not her.
Oh, her friend. Oh, okay.
no, I bought. No, me,
Oh,
I
she
bought.
bought.
No.
Oh, you bought.
Okay.
Wow.
When?
That was 10 years ago.
10 years
And
ago.
my
Should
No.
have
first class.
appreciated by now.
For this Dangote refinery, that time now when they hot.
Oh, wow.
Don't sleep.
So at this now they don't give me, they don't even debut say they don't give me share that number. So it's trusted. P1, I have never had any issue. I have never had, I have some of my friends that is working with them, and anything. So tested and trusted. Now since 10 years, and my land still date here. I can still go anytime and go there. Just I don't want developer. So it's tested and trusted. You get one where you for call now. Why make I ask you which company be that? Get one where you go call now. I go tell everybody make they run. I go say daddy please tell your pikin make you come off for there. Some of us we know that one. So those ones now to use influencer, chop money. You know, P1, you don't see P1, they don't use influencer before. When you go know, be say our people say good market they sell itself. Do you understand?
Say Dangote refinery. Right here.
Now,
Okay.
after a minute, Dangote refinery.
So okay, did you type something with your handle so they can know your handle? No, from your own handle. Just log in.
Danielle, I think.
Just she'll type something with her handle. I'll pin it so you guys can follow her from there. Remember, anytime you're buying landed property, make sure you request for all the right documents. Always remember that.
It comes with certificate of occupancy.
Certificate of occupancy. Okay.
My own, if you don't sabi anything about land, because my own I know sabi, I carry lawyer that time go. They verify everything. So if you don't sabi,
and inspections are free.
Right. Makes sense.
All right, guys. I'm still gonna come back later on tonight when we're gonna have a light-hearted
Tonight or
gist.
in the morning?
In the morning, Remy be awake. Go, my lovely sister.
At 3 a.m.
I love you. See, there's nothing wrong with taking care of your parents, but pray that your children would not have to or need to. Whatever they do for you should be a gift. And sometimes, if your children put you on a monthly salary, if you are rich, tell them to give it to the poor. Teach them. I learned taking care of my children from my mom, who learned it from her father. Pass down. Sorry? Yes. Pass down things that would improve the next generation, not burden them with your generation. Especially, do you know that 90% of our parents' needs are flimsy? They want to attend an Owambe party and look good on my bill. They want to fight for a chieftaincy title. They want a house in the village. All those unprofitable things. I now will not have money to take my daughter to a restaurant where she can eat and feel good. Listen, I like taking my children to hotels. They know when I stay in a hotel, I stay in the best room in the whole hotel, unless it's one of my broke days. If I'm on top form, I will ask for the best room in the whole hotel and I will stay in that room because I want to hear conversations that will take me away from poverty, mindset. And I need to do that for my kids too. When we're in hotels, I bring them down to the bar. Let's go and take a drink at the bar. Do you understand? These things are very important. Now, I will not be able to do this because I want to build a village house, or because my father or uncle or somebody wants to fight for a chieftaincy title in the village. That is of no consequence and it's not cheap. Then they will use it to rob you. If you do it for your parents, if you make your parents happy, you are doing it for God. Quiet.
Daddy Freeze, I think that's where we have like a disconnect. For me, I lost my dad already. I have just my mom. My mom is still working, right?
Mm.
She's not a burden on me. I want to that my mom is not a burden on me, and I don't intend to be a burden on my kids because I'm working, right? And I'm saving. So I don't intend to. But when you just come out and use that word care, there are some people watching you that would say that the free say we should not. And they won't know that, oh, their parents are not those bad parents. Like, I had a love, I grew up with love like that. So it's just my own culture or my own nature. Like I said, my mom not the ask us. Like, she doesn't ask me for money. Like, she can't even ask me for money. You understand? So me on my own, sometimes I tell my siblings, say, I be over sabi. Like, on my own, I do these things. Do you understand? So it's not like, yeah, but that's
You
why I'm
do
like,
things
they
like
need
what?
to drop.
Explain to me, what are the things you do?
If I can just go buy things, I'm in the US, she's in Nigeria. Even one time I paid for a trip, everything for her to the UK.
That's fine, that's normal. What else do you do?
That's me caring for her, right? Is that not me caring for
That's
her?
not you caring for her. That's not caring.
Wait, what she say?
That's what.
That is you giving her a gift. Caring means every month she's on your payroll. I care for her.
If I can show you my statement, I don't send my
Hold on.
money
I
every
care
month.
for her.
Yes.
I care for her sister. They once they start greeting me, once the daddy good morning, not they plenty. They just know say they want send you one new bill.
That's my siblings. My siblings now that once my
Do you
brother
understand? Once see this one, don't
I'll
they
just come
send
and say another.
daddy good evening, my love. How are you? Just know say bill they come.
That's my
They go
younger
use
brother.
soft take tell you the bill. Say they've increased this, so they've increased this, so then they will quiet. Then next thing, daddy, I miss you. Are you okay? Just know that onibara timbo labor. Remy, now you go understand that one. Onibara timbo labor. You know what? Onibara is beggar. Beggar don't they behave like thief. Remember, don't they show in thief?
Trying to be a safe.
So that's why I just had that care thing, because for me, this is how I'm showing my mom that I care for her. Like I said, I don't send my mom money monthly, but my husband does. And guess what? Nobody told my husband
to send your mother money monthly.
Yes, so
now here's the problem. I want to ask you a question before you normalize this and make it look like a great thing. Does Dangote's daughter's husband send him money monthly?
That's free. How many Nigerians have the wealth of Dangote?
I want you to be like Dangote.
How many Nigerians have the mentality?
My mother, I don't send my mother money. My mother doesn't. You don't have to be as rich as Dangote. I don't send my mother money.
Everybody cannot be you.
Good. I want you build a society of people that think like my mother, that think like Adenuga, that think like Dangote. This your mentality is bad. Why are you sending your mother money monthly? It means your mother cannot take care of herself.
Daddy, let me tell you something now.
You are trying to, Remy, do you understand what I'm saying? She's just trying to justify this thing. It makes no sense. If your mother can truly take care of herself, she will not need your husband's money. She will return it back to him.
My mother's alert is in my sister's phone. My sister, when they stay UK, she received my mom's alert. My mom, there was a day that by me and my sister were telling me, say I would tell my husband, I may not send monthly money again, because at the end of the day, what I'm saying is, most times these parents, they don't really even need the money.
Good, then don't send it. Send it to those who need it.
See, wait now, because we are far. It's not like we're in Nigeria, where we can go, when they go. You understand? So it's just me saying.
As in this mentality, as in you don't understand, this thing, they vex me. You just, they run around, they talk the same thing.
I'm just saying,
carry that money and give it to the poor and be blessed.
The money we want give poor, not the one we good. It's different.
Then use it and take your husband out. Save a day from what you see. This thing you are doing, there's no way you can justify it. It's pure nonsense. If your mother needs the money, listen, if your mother needs the money, no problem, give it to